Hello everybody and welcome back to another Shakuhachi review video. Today we are going over this beautiful thing, which is a Gyokusui I, Gyokusui II. So according to the honko that I have here on this flute and to my resource who helps me identify which Gyokusui is which, he says this is most likely the honko that was used in the 50s. And that from what he can see on the flute, that it's most likely a G1, G2 collaboration flute. So both Gyokusui I and Gyokusui II worked on this flute, and my general thoughts about it first off, and just in the weight, is that it's kind of like a medium weight flute. 363 grams, I believe, is what was written. You can see that on the top, there's kind of a discoloration from where the cap was. So it was definitely stuck in a unit for a while, or had the cap on and wasn't being played and was left out. When I got it, at first it was fairly dry, so I did put one of the oils that I like to use for flutes on it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nodes on the flute. It is looks like a Myowan styled utaguchi. There's no silver or gold or anything like that. It's very thin, looks like black water buffalo style cut, and the utaguchi is not that deep either. It's really not that deep of a cut for an utaguchi. I would say 2.5 millimeters, maybe 3 on at the deepest. Probably gonna go for more for 2.5. 3-ring silver binding in the middle here, and the flute feels pretty nice. Feels pretty nice in the hands and on the face. It's got a lot of character in the row. I wouldn't say that it's a very deep flute, but it's very warm, and there's a lot of like aji, right? It's got flavor. There's kind of an interesting tinny sound that also goes along with it, but it has that sort of the Gyokusui flavor that I think about when I think of especially Gyokusui II and III. This is that sort of tone color and that type of resonance. This is what I know I'm kind of stumbling over the words, but that particular color that workshop typically gets is what I'm hearing. I love that the Ri and the Ha are so different in their colors, right? Like Ri is really bright, and then Ha is so dark. So when you hear that Haro, it's so different than. Let's go in the second register. I do find myself wanting to, just to get the best sound out of it, straight on doesn't seem to really work for this flute. It's just ever so slightly offset. Right there, I can really push on it to get more sounds. Now, there's a lot of that kind of overtone whistly sound in the flute quality too. Beautifully pitched. And very effortless to get to the top. And actually, it's got a very, it's not, the top end isn't so shrill, which is very nice. Gono Hazel, not so friendly. Oh, it's there. Me personally, I definitely like that upper range more than I like the lower range. And that was just a little bit of the piece Ichi Kotsu, by the way, by Yamamoto Hozan. very easy to get sumeri, so you actually can overshoot it. It's also nice too is the darkness of the midi range and the di-midi range. That's also a really nice feature of this flute too. I would say that this flute's not a blaster. Right? It does have a lot of volume behind it, and you can get it to get some pretty good sound. But once you push, you lose so many of the nice qualities of it. So if I, like, that's no longer a good sound. But just breathing into it, it's a very beautiful sound. So there you have it. That is the Gyokusui I and II here that we now have in the studio. It's a really great flute. I'm actually really surprised. I'm not always the biggest fan of Gyokusui, but the thing with Gyokusui flutes is that every single one of them is so different. And I remember when my friend had told me about that, and I went over to Gyokusui's place for the first time, I told him, I was like, you know, I'm not really the biggest fan of Gyokusui in their flutes. The style doesn't always work for me. And then actually going to the shop and playing Gyokusui 1s, Gyokusui 2s, and Gyokusui 3s, and getting, some of them just don't fit with me at all. Like, you play it a little bit and you go, nope, that's not for me, won't work. But then you play other ones that just seemingly fit you perfectly. So if you're ever interested in Gyokusui, one of my recommendations would be definitely to play one first. Or at least have somebody who's like your teacher or somebody who's playing in the same style as you are, who can verify that the flute's a good fit for that particular style. Like for this one, this actually seems like a pretty good all-around flute. It just doesn't have as much volume, which is not that's really the least of concerns when it comes to playing shakuhachi. Actually, interestingly enough, with the Gyokusui stuff, one of my favorite flutes I've ever played, and actually it is, I'll just say this way, the best flute I've ever played, and my favorite one, is actually at Gyokusui's house. So, and it is a Gyokusui 1. So it is my all-time favorite flute. So, there it is. See you guys next time for another review.